Caressa sent me this article, and it is involving the Asian terrorist that was involved with the murder of of George Floyd. I almost misspoke. So, in case y'all have not heard, but you probably have already heard, Thao, that's his name, has been released on bond. His bond was set at $750,000. And of course, at 10%, that's only $75,000. I truly believe that him and the other three should not have a bond whatsoever. Even Derek Chauvin has a bond, even though he has the highest bond of all of them, because I believe his bond is $1.25 million. If they want to find the money to get this man out, they probably would, but they would probably be in their best interest not to let him out. So in this order, these were the ones that were let out. That Thomas Lane. Now that's the one we barely ever hear about. We barely ever hear about him. Then J. Alexander King. They gave him a little bit of a spotlight. He kind of gave himself his own little spotlight when he pulled that stunt going into that store. And now this Thao. Now, mind you, all of them were booked and pretty much in jail by June 3rd. And then like dominoes, they started to slowly get out on their particular bonds. Now, the last update I did involving this was in a live stream when it said that their trial is set for March of next year. But then I just read in this article involving him that they're having some kind of other hearing in September. Let me scroll down a little bit and see exactly what that hearing is about, because they did mention something about September. They said that they're just going there for a hearing on September 11th. That doesn't specify what the hearing is. It's probably a preliminary hearing, a pre-trial type of thing. And then the actual trial will begin on March 8th, hopefully March 8th, 2021. Now, this is the guy right here, the little short shrimp, this one, who stood there and was holding the people back from, if they could have done anything. Like his facial expressions pissed me off. And not only that, but this guy also was involved in previous incidents as well. Out of all of the four that was involved with this, him and Derek Chauvin had the most to their record as far as police conduct. Because it was another guy, I think it was a black guy, that came out and spoke out against this guy and said that he had used police brutality against him a few years ago. So don't think that just because they're quote unquote Asian that they're not going to be racist against you. That's why I said, do not throw me in that category of people of color. I don't want it. I don't need it. They can keep it as far as I'm concerned. But none of them deserve, in my opinion, a bond. And they are going to keep him and J. Alexander King and that Thomas Lane guy as safe as they possibly can. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If they even leak out just a swivel of their location, people going to be coming for their heads. Trust and believe, which is probably why they still have Derek Chauvin in jail right now, because they know if they let him out, it's going to be a wrap. I'm like, Minneapolis, y'all better be smart about this. Y'all know what happened after this whole thing went down. If you let Derek Chauvin out, it's a wrap. They're going to go there. Even if they can't find him, that's going to be their trigger to want to go and tear up Minneapolis again, in the midst of them trying to recover from what happened at the end of May. So they better tread lightly when it comes to that. That's why I said they cannot afford to mess up this trial. This trial, as far as I'm concerned, can only go one way, and one way only.